Dave, it's lovely to see you. Dave Rankin, I know you from about a million different things like Kabbalah and Grimoire magic and Wicca and Thelema and all kinds of stuff. Writing more books than I believed was humanly possible. Presumably you never sleep, Dave. Is that the case?
I do when I get the chance, but I do love writing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was thinking the other day, and I'm not sure if it was like the late 80s, the Polemic Symposiums is when we first met, I've got a feeling, in Oxford. It's either that or on the Welsh borders doing pagan link stuff, one or the other, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, totally. Well, anyway, thank you very much for coming along on my magical thing. Please, may we have a look at your magical thing?
My pleasure, and you may. Here is the magical thing.
Oh, super. Hold it up a little bit more just so we can get a proper, hopefully we'll get this in the shot. Oh, yes, marvellous. Tell us about your magical thing, Dave.
That sort of oversized lamen was a 40th birthday present to me, and it was made by McGregor Mathers.
Shock. Wow.
Yeah. It's one of the few items of his that Moyna Mathers didn't destroy when he died, which she gave to Ifil Colquhoun. Ifil Colquhoun gave it to Francis King. Francis King gave it to Stephen Skinner, and Stephen gave it to me for my 40th birthday back in 2005.
Wow, that's amazing. So this is a thing with all of that lineage behind it, all of that story behind it.
Yeah.
And you've used it in ceremony, presumably?
It does have a fond place on the altar. I mean, it feels a bit like you're doing a medallion man actually wearing it as a lamen because it's so flipping big. I mean, if you've got it around your neck, it's like...
Oh, so like a bit of a Mr. T kind of thing going on, isn't it,
yeah.
really? Yeah.
But, I mean, I was over the moon when Stephen gave it to me. And it's like something that Mathers made. It's such a piece of history. And, yeah, I mean, it's a year or so after we'd met. We met within 5 minutes of meeting. We'd decided we wanted to write together and we were going to set up Golden Horde, and we did Sorcerer X ceremonial magic. And then a year or so later, when it hit my 40th, and he says, I really want you to have this present. And I gave it to me and told me I was just completely blown away. Like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow. It's just a stunner. I mean, he had some really nice kit that he had from back in the day, but I was incredibly generous of him to give me that.
And it's interesting because it kind of points at something, because I don't know about you, but certainly me and many other occultists, like, we find our way into this storyline, we find our way into this practice, but there is a lineage of practice as well. There is a cultural lineage of people doing this kind of stuff. So what sort of date is that object then that we're looking at?
So we're looking at, I mean, it's interesting because the cross is hard to see on the cross. I think it's sort of like it represents a rose, but it's actually a circular spiral. The way it's built. And if I show you the back, you can see it's like an amalgam there that sort of makes you wonder if something was actually put inside, as it were. So we've got to be talking early 20th century. I mean, Mathers died in 1917, so sometime in the, I would imagine, 10 or 20 years before that.
That's amazing. I think even just were you to wear it, simply having an opportunity to conjure a spirit to visible appearance and having the joy of the spirit going, oh, I remember this one. Didn't that used to belong to thingy and then thingy and then thingy and now you've got it.
Yeah, and it's also nice for me because the first magical lodge I was in was Stella Matutina derived. So in a sense, like you're talking about lineage, I do actually have a lineage that goes back through the Stella Matutina and Golden Dawn. So to end up with that was sort of like a double delight.
Dave, that's fantastic. Hold it up one more time. I just want to really get it to the center of the thing so we can really admire McGregor Mathes's fantastic lamen. I'm kind of assuming it makes a musical note when you ding it, but perhaps we shouldn't do that. Maybe it would. I don't know what would happen. Dave Rankine, thank you so much for showing us your amazing magical thing. That's really appreciated. Thanks,
My
Dave.
pleasure, Julian.
All right, nice one, man. Look after yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, see you soon. Bye.